I grew up in an extremely haunted home, and honestly, I was always really, really afraid of the paranormal. I didn't want any activity going on around me at all. I met Jennifer. We started an interest in it. She started talking about experiences that she had when she was a kid. And, as an adult, it seemed like I started to want to learn more and more about what was actually happening, what was going on. There was just kind of an air of the unknown about it, and so it kind of triggered us to do more and more research, and it really got us involved into the field.
My interest stemmed from stories from my grandmother whenever I was a child. She's a very, very religious woman, but she always had these stories of stuff that her father had experienced whenever he was younger. So this is my great-grandfather. And for some reason, it's just always stuck with me, something I've always been interested in.
Ever since I could read a book, I guess, I've been interested in everything. So I would read books on Bigfoot and UFOs and ghosts and everything. So forever.
Honestly, we all met through a mutual friend on a ghost walk.
Yeah.
So we realized we lived just really a few minutes from each other. Jennifer and I lived a few minutes from Jeff. We lived together, unfortunately.
As a couple.
Yeah, as a couple sometimes, unless I'm on the couch. But no, we just all hit it off. We've all been just best of friends ever since. And then we met this guy, Nick. What's his last name? Nick Gehoff.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Nick Gehoff.
Yeah.
And we're all just as close as brothers and sisters. For me, I think at the Perryville Battlefield, still in the John Dye House, it was an old field hospital. I got two spirits almost arguing over who was the doctor. It was in an abandoned old Civil War hospital, so it was kind of relevant, really relevant to the area that we were in. But it was just super clear. It was two voices talking back and forth. One of them was talking over the other, arguing who the doctor was.
For me, first experience I ever had was I was around 15 in an old hotel, and I heard footsteps, and there was no reason behind them. And I'd read about everything, but that's the first time I'd actually experienced anything. So that kind of intrigued me, and I wanted to seek out more and find out more why that happened. It was odd.
Most profound experience for me was at Pennhurst in Pennsylvania. And I was fixing my lipstick because it's stuff that girls do sometimes.
I did it too.
Joe does it too. But anyway, so I had my camera, my selfie camera, I was looking at it, and in the ward that was behind me, I watched a girl pass through the doorway, walk from one side of the room to the other. I could see she had long, stringy, brown, dirty hair. She was in a hospital gown. She never looked at me, never acknowledged me. Of course, it scared the crap out of me, so I gasped, and when I did, I heard a giggle from the room that she had walked into.
I think the most significant experience I had here was in the boiler room. There was some ambient light showing in an area that we actually couldn't go to, and I think Nick was asking a guy who was allegedly killed in the room itself to come out and talk to us. And as he was asking this question, I saw a shadow moving back and forth on some hand railing. Something kind of gives you a little cold chills. We've had several different types of activity happening, but I'd say that was probably the one that kind of startled me or got to me the most.
Front rope hold area, I think it's as far forward as you can get on the ship. It's like a little cubby hole. And I stepped into there, and almost as soon as I did, like panic attack. And that's the area of the ship that bore the brunt of the impact whenever they hit the HMS Curacao.
I was in R2D2 or whatever they were.
B340.
There you go. I was in there, so it was pretty intense both nights that we were here. So it's supposedly one of the most haunted rooms of the ship, I guess. So it was weird. A lot of anxiety. People got overwhelmed and had to leave and things like that. So it was different. It was very weird. Strange room.
Some of the events, we just announced a new event. We're going to get more details on it out to the general public in the next couple of weeks. But in May, we have Dustin Parry and KJ McCormick event at Malvern Manor, which Malvern Manor can be seen on an upcoming episode of Paranormal Lockdown. So you kind of get a first-hand look at what these people are going to be able to experience with KJ and Dustin. But then we've added a special kind of VIP package with that, with the Malvern Manor. Only a few tickets will be sold to this one, and it's on Friday night. It's going to be with Dustin and KJ at the Villisca Axe Murder House, which is actually on my shirt there. There's an old version of it. If you look real closely, Johnny Hauser is in one of these windows, sticking his beard out. So, but yeah, that's going to be May
19th and 20th.
So we're really looking forward to that. We've got multiple locations signed. We're just filling up details on those right now. But something I think we're all really excited about coming up in September is CryptidCon. CryptidCon, Bigfoot Monsters and Legends. We're going to be having that in Frankfort, Kentucky, the Capitol Plaza Hotel. We've announced a ton of guests. We've got a bunch more to announce as well. That Nick G-Hoff guy I was talking about earlier is going to be coming.
It starts with a G.
Yeah, G-Hoff. But so we're really excited about that. It's going to be a whole weekend full of fun, vendors, lectures, seminars, photo ops, Bigfoot expeditions. I mean,
I'm
it's
looking
going to
forward
be
to that.
yeah, it's going to be a big fun weekend. We've got a lot of people involved, so we're really looking forward to that. Thank you for supporting us for so